Howdy boys, and welcome to SteadFast, where you get the newest and latest updates on our two geniuses.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.
Well folks, it's been a while since my last update about SteadFast. You see, I have been busy down at the local SteadFast Municipal building, filing for a divorce against Big Mama Lulu. Yep, that's right. Big Mama Lulu was my betrothed for many years until here recently I found out some shocking news that I just could not believe. And oh yeah, it also involves old Sheriff Bedpan Van and that no good for nothing Finger Ghetto Gary. So let me take you back a few years ago before old Sheriff Bedpan Van was called Bedpan Van. He was just called Van. You see, one night old Van was making his rounds on Minnie. That's our local pet deer that old Van rides when he's on the lookout for no good for nothing scoundrels. When Van was approached by this funny looking dude way back in the back alley on the other side of SteadFast. He called himself Ghetto Gary. And back in that day, he was the leader of the town's notorious Green Bushel Gang. They was known for stealing the crops late at night and making that there moonshine whiskey. Anyway, because it was so dark, old Van could not see who it really was. And then out of nowhere, Van screamed because he felt two fingers where they ought not to be. My word. Hey, what is that I'm feeling? Hey, what, get, stop, help, help. Help! Stop! Get you! Move that finger! Oh, move that finger! I'm just recounting what old Sheriff Van has testified to, and he claims it happened so fast he could not contain himself. He looked up at Ghetto Gary, and he was standing there grinning with two fingers and laughing with a sound that till this day has terrified old Van. Old Sheriff Van spent the next 3 weeks crying and moaning down at the sheriff's office and wouldn't speak to a soul about his encounter that night with who was now known as Finger Ghetto Gary. Oh, and now here's the strange part of it all. When Bedpan Van was asked why didn't he call for some backup when he felt them two fingers from that no good for nothing Ghetto Gary, his only reply was, "I did, but I kept calling my own self." SteadFast only has one officer on the piece, so unfortunately when he dialed 911, he was just calling himself. Poor old Bedpan Van.
He said two fingers.
Now I tell you what there, Wild Bill Lukey, this ain't nothing here to be funnin' about.
Two fingers.
I tell you, Wild Bill Lukey, old Van, he is sure distressed, and we got something that's very important to deal with. So I walked up to that attorney's office and was fit to be tied because I had some news that I think involves that no good for nothing Finger Ghetto Gary. The attorney asked me, "How can I help you there, sir?" I replied to him, "I tell you, good sir, I want to get me one of them there divorcees." Then the attorney asked me, "Stacy, do you have any grounds?" I looked at him as if he was crazy. And then I replied to the attorney, "Because everyone in Stanville knows I got me about 50 acres out there." Then that attorney said, "I don't understand his question." He said, "Do I have a case?" And at this point I was confused, folks, because I have to tell you, because I always drive a John Deere, I ain't never had no darn case. Then that darn attorney asked me, he said, "Here, Stacy, what I'm trying to ask is, do you have a grudge?" And once again, I told that feller, I said that I do have one. It's where I park my John Deere. And that there peculiar attorney asked me another weird question. He said, "Stacy, do you have a suit?" And I told him, "I sure do, Mr. Attorney. I wear it once a month down at the local Legion Post 411. Geek. Now his next question was what reminded me of a few things about Lulu acting weird. That attorney asked me if my wife beats me up or anything. And I told him the truth, folks. I said, "Oh, Lulu never wakes up before me in the mornings, but she's gone out a lot at night." So finally we got to the cause of this here divorcee. That attorney said, "Okay then, Stacy, is she a nagger or anything?" And I said, "No way, Mr. Attorney. She's a big old white girl. But that baby she just gave birth to the other day for sure is a nagger. And that's why I want this here divorce." I'm here to get them mongs. Where are they? Hey now, boys, don't forget to like and subscribe, cause if you don't, you're just a damn moron. Geek.